Hello, good afternoon, children. Myself, Chandralekha, handling science subject. Yesterday's class continuation. It is motion and time. So, as you already given the question for your test, coming Monday test, it is forest, water, and light lesson are three lessons which has to be revised. So now continuation of the lesson motion and time. So yesterday I left in the page 146. Now coming to activity 13.2. Refer page number 146. Activity 13.2. Activity 13.2. Set up a simple pendulum as shown in figure with a thread or a string of length 1 meter. Switch off fans nearby. Yesterday I took, though I am just reading out. Switch off any fans nearby. Let the bob of the pendulum come to rest at its mean position. Mark the mean position of the bob on the floor below it or on the wall behind it. To measure the time period of the pendulum, we will need a stopwatch. However, if a stopwatch is not available, a table clock or a wristwatch can be used to hold the bob and move it slightly to one side that the string attached to the bob is taut while you displace it. Now release the bob from its displaced position. Displaced position. Remember that the bob will be pushed when it is released. Note the time on the clock when the bob is at its mean position. Instead of the mean position, you may note the time when the bob is at one of its extreme position. Measure the time measure the time the pendulum takes to complete 10 to 20 oscillations. Record your observations in the table. The first observation shown is just a sample. Your observations could be different from this. Repeat this activity a few times and record your observations by dividing the time taken for 20 oscillations by 20. Get the time taken for one oscillation or the time period of the pendulum. Is the time period of your pendulum nearly the same in all cases? Note that a slight change in the initial displacement does not affect the time period of your pendulum. Nowadays, most clocks or watches have an electric circuit with one or more cells. So here they told to do the activity, that is a simple pendulum. As I already told yesterday about the wall clock, the pendulum, when it is 2 o'clock, the pendulum will beat for two times, one, two, done, done. Like that, here, oscillations. In physics, it will come this experiment. We did in our college level this experiment. So there is a tabular column, that is time period of a simple pendulum. The tabular column should be there, and this we need the pendulum bob, that is metallic ball, strings, and above that stand to be fixed. So when you start the pendulum movement, record the time and how much time to and fro motion takes place for 20 oscillations. You have to record the time, and there might be some slight change in the to and fro motion, that is oscillations. So for the in the tabular column you should go on recording timer and serial number. For that, it is there is a tabular column 147, page number 147, that is serial number, time taken for 20 oscillations, 20 oscillations, that is yes, the bracket, then time period. Serial number 1, 2, 3. First, for 20 oscillations, time taken is 42 seconds, and time period is it is 2.1 seconds. For 42 oscillations, time period is 2.1 second. So the oscillation numbers will also differ. That is time taken for 20 oscillations. The time will differ here. Now it might be 46. Then the time will, and again next it might be 48. Then here it might be 2.5. Like that, the time come to the conclusion that the pendulum, that is the string and the metallic bob ball to swing. What is the time taken for first one? It is 20 oscillations, 42 time taken. 42 times it has made movement, and next it is 46, 48. The time period oscillations, to and fro motions. Oscillation means from here to here, here to here. To and fro motion. So second one is 46, 2.3 time taken. For 48 oscillation is taken 2.5 seconds. So this, what they told us, length of the string, how much it is taken. String is, length of the string is 100 centimeter. Is equal to 100 centimeter. So next, units of four. So this, for this, what you have to do, calculator. These clocks are called as quartz clock. The time measured by the quartz clocks is much more accurate than that of by the clocks available earlier. Units of time and speed. After this, the calculations will be there. Next, we'll go for when this one time parameter pendulum, there is distance and all there. That is calculations that time we'll see. So now coming to units of time and speed. The basic unit of time is second. What is the basic unit of time? Is second.